Hi guys, I hope you're having a great day. It's me, Mr. 4K Upscaler. Alright, so Xbox is looking strong. It's looking great. And on this video, I'm going to play a short clip video from IGN interview that was sponsored by Xfinity. This is where Phil Spencer had an interview with his friend, Ryan Mccaffrey. And this question right here regarding the Xbox and the Game Pass and the scummy things that the Sony is doing, what Phil Spencer had said here was probably his best speech, best answer that the CEO of the company can give. So without any further ado, let's play this and let's listen to this. Just ignore the 2.4 thousand dislikes. That's from the the ponies. Ponies are doing that because of course they're melting down. You need to focus on 6K. That's the number you need to focus on. Focus on 6K. All right, so let's listen to this, and then I'm going to emphasize and I'm going to comment on this.
No, the support we get from the company, and my boss is the CEO of Microsoft, Satya Nadella. Hey, Satya. We are given a ton of leeway to go and run and grow our business. But I'll say the thing that we challenge ourselves to do is to try to do new things. Like, I think if I go back 8 years ago, we said, hey, we're going to go ship all of our games on PC and console, and if you buy one on one, you get it on the other. And I got some reaction from people of, this is the worst decision ever, this is going to be the end of Xbox. We announced Game Pass, and we started doing Game Pass. And I know some people looked at that and said, oh, you're going to teach people that games are free, and you're going to undermine the value in games. And what I can say sitting here today from our decisions on cloud, on Game Pass, on console, right now, we have more Xbox console users than we've ever had in the history of Xbox. And even when I look at things like the impact of Game Pass, because I watch that and I love Game Pass, how it showed up in the show today, I think was fantastic. But we also want people to be able to buy games. So I go back and I look and I say, okay, over the last 5 years, what's happened to third-party game sales on our platform? We're up double digits every year over the last 5 years on game sales on Xbox consoles. So when I look at it, I will just, doing a $70 billion acquisition will push us to try to do more. It'll push us on cloud. It'll push us to go find customers in new places, continue to think about access to amazing games, enabling creators to do great work. But I actually think for the team, that's just a self-motivation that the team has, and it's fun to be a part of.
Black Ops 6, day one Game Pass.
Black Ops 6,
sweet, right?
Some people said I wouldn't do that.
Yeah, most people in this room have probably been used to spending $60, $70 on it every year. Now, if they're already subscribing to Game Pass, good to go.
But it's a choice. We didn't say to anybody, you have to subscribe to play. If you want to buy Black Ops, it's great. It's great for us. It's great for the developer. If you want to subscribe, it's also great. I want to give you the choice on how you play your games and who you play with, and not try to do slimy platform things to force you to do what I want you to do. Give the players choice and what they want to do and who they play with.
So the Activision...
Exactly. This is probably one of the greatest speeches ever made. And it's one of the speeches that melted down, so many ponies. Oh my goodness. The meltdown that has happened ever since the Xbox showcase, it's been just real. And the meltdown has continued. It hasn't stopped, and it's been continuation of non-stop melting down. It's almost like a Chernobyl, man. When the Chernobyl accident happened and started melting down and all that, and they had to evacuate. It's kind of like that with the ponies. It's really to that level, man. And it all because of this great man who saved the Xbox. Remember, Xbox One was in trouble in 2013 because they had this terrible idea. The previous CEO, head of Xbox, had this terrible idea of making the console with a Kinect, use your hands and use your voice and turn it some kind of a cable box DVR, No. So he came in and he truly has saved Xbox. I was blown away by the Xbox One S, the very first console to do upscaling 4K with HDR. That's how I started my channel. A lot of people ask me, well, where did you get the name Mr. 4K Upscaler? I got the name Mr. 4K Upscaler because of this man right here. It all started with the Xbox One S, that white console, Xbox One S. And it was the very first console that started the upscaling, that started the high dynamic range. And yes, you were able to connect your PlayStation to it and upscale as well, which I've done that video. It was the very first HDR. The very first HDR game was Gears of War 4. Dude, forget Sony. They didn't even know what high dynamic range was. They didn't come out till later, in November, PlayStation 4 Pro. Dude, the very first game was Gears of War in HDR, bro. Gears of War 4 in HDR. People forget that stuff, and I have to remind them. And the very first console that has 4K Blu-ray player. Okay? People forget that as well, and I had to remind them. The very first console in 2016, in August, I bought the Madden bundle. It was, I believe, a 2016 Madden bundle with the HDR capabilities and upscaling to 4K. And Gears of War 4 actually was running better than on the original Xbox One, and it has upscaling capabilities with HDR. So you were getting an upscale to 4K with HDR. So when you purchase your 4K TV with HDR, you had actually a good reason now to have a 4K HDR, because you're running these games in upscale to 4K with high dynamic range, and on top of that, they even added a 4K Blu-ray player, while Sony didn't add a 4K Blu-ray player, because they like to do these scummy things, like charge you extra money for their Blu-ray separate players, 4K Blu-ray players. These are the facts, and this man is spitting out the facts, just like I am spitting out the facts. So what he said here was brilliant. What he said here was, hey, I want to give you the choice. I don't want to force you to pay for something you don't have to pay. I want to give something back. And he thanked his CEO, current CEO of Microsoft, Satya. I think his name is Satya. He gave him a big thanks because, of course, the Microsoft CEO has to approve that, and they did. So, if you really think about it, what he said here was so true. And that's why the Sony fanboys have melted down. Think about it. How much money do you spend on PlayStation? Just think about it. They're charging you a ridiculous amount of money for a PlayStation VR 2 that really has no use anymore. And on top of it, they're going to charge you additional $60 just to be able to connect to a PC, which you can already do for free with a cheaper device on the PC. You can do it with a Quest 2. You can get yourself a Quest 2 and connect it to the PC and play everything in VR. You don't have to go with a Quest 3. You can go with a Samsung Odyssey Plus and connect that, and you can go ahead and play, which is even cheaper. So, you look at Sony, and but Sony has always been like this. It has always been like this. PlayStation has always been like this. This is what people don't remember. People forget that if you look at the history, if you're gonna do a documentary, if we're gonna do this and dig deep and get the shovel and dig, you're gonna find a lot of dirt of greed on Sony. Sony has always been greedy. Whether it's their record companies, movie business, selling movies, whatever, dude, they've always been about greed. Even their televisions are super overpriced. Their Sony receivers and home theaters super overpriced. Everything's super overpriced. Their Sony headphones super overpriced. Everything that has a Sony logo, they're super overpriced. Kind of like Apple, like just super overpriced, ridiculously for no reason, man. So they always been for that. They always been about, hey, let's charge you more money. And what did Jim Ryan say? You look at Jim Ryan. Every game should be $69.99. So what is he saying? He's simply saying, I don't want to do those scummy things like Sony is doing. They're charging you $40 for a Concord, and then $18 a month for PlayStation Plus. And then if you want those other extra DLCs, you want the deluxe edition, that's another $60 you have to spend on it. They're doing the same thing for Helldivers 2. Helldivers 2 should be included. You're not getting that for free. We already talked about the Concord. That's not included. That should be for free. Okay? When you look at Xbox Game Pass and you look at their showcase, all of the games that you have seen are included on the Game Pass. That means you don't pay. That means you don't pay for none of them. They're all included with the Game Pass. The other day, yesterday, I was playing Formula 1 23, game from last year. Not only do they have Formula 1 23, but they also got Formula 1 22. They got Formula 1 Manager. Dude, they got so many games. And on top of that, they have the reward program, which actually rewards you for playing these games. And they give you points, and you can use those points towards your membership. Like, for example, I earned $5 a few days ago, and I used those $5 to buy Tomb Raider Underworld and Tomb Raider Anniversary, right? And I bought it. It was on sale, 85% off. I bought it. Didn't have to spend a dime out of my own cash. I think what I had to spend was like 98 cents. That's it. That's all I spent was 98 cents for 2 games that are worth $20 each. And that was a few days ago. I got myself a $5 gift card. And after a few days later, I still earned a $5 gift card. And I can use that $5 gift card towards the Game Pass membership. I can shave that price from $16 to $11 and only pay $11 for Xbox Game Pass membership. The amount of benefits that you get with Game Pass, it's ridiculous. Not to mention that you can play those games on the PC. Like Still Wakes the Deep. How cool is that? I have options here. Not only can I play it on the Xbox or any of my Xboxes, but I can also play it on the PC or any of my PCs. I can play it on a cloud. I can play it on a Shadow if I have Shadow, right? PC service. I can play it anywhere. And all of this included for the price of $16 a month, man. Think about how much money you're going to save. With all these rewards that you're going to earn, you can redeem those rewards for a gift card. If you earn 12,000 points, actually that gives you the automatically a 1 month membership free. Dude, think about how much money you're going to save with Game Pass. Ridiculous amount of money. And you look at all of these games that are coming. We talked about the Hellblade 2. We talked about the Diablo 4, World of Warcraft. We talked about the Black Ops 6 and all of the Call of Duties. And you get to choose where you want to play them. Play them on the PC, play them on the Xbox, and pretty soon, yes, you'll play them on the cloud as well, which is going to be even more better and more convenient to play it on the cloud. But those are all options. See, that's what he says. I'm not forcing you. See, that's the beauty about this speech. I am not forcing my players. I am not forcing you to tell you, hey, you need to play here, you need to do this, you need to do that, you need to have this, no. He's not forcing you. He's just giving you a choice, and I'm all about the choices. This is exactly my point, and I know it took 14 to 15 minutes for me to get to this point, but thank you guys for being here. Thank you for sticking throughout this video. I really appreciate the support, but I'm here to tell you the truth. The whole point of this interview was Phil is simply saying, I want to give my Xbox owners a choice. I don't want to force them. I'm not about forcing people. Do this or do that or do this my way. This is the only way. No, he doesn't want to do those kind of scummy things. He wants to give you a choice. You decide. What do you want to do? Hey, you want to play it on the Game Pass? Play it on the Game Pass. You want to play it on the PC? Play it on the PC. You want to play it on your phone? Play it on your phone. You want to pay for the game and own it? Own it. You want to redeem the rewards points? Redeem the rewards points. Use it toward whatever you want to use it. He's not forcing you. And he's giving you all of this. All of these options included for $16 a month. Just think about how much money you're going to save just for the Game Pass. Compare it to PlayStation. When you compare it to this, bro, I mean, this is a bankruptcy right here. This is like eating your bank account. This thing right here is going to drain. This is like a mistress. I look at this thing right here as a mistress, dominatrix, or what was it? The financial dominatrix. No, this is like a fin domina, financial dominatrix. This is a financial dominatrix that's going to drain. Even if your bank account is dry, it's still going to keep squeezing that dry air. Yes, even that dry air is going to keep squeezing it. That's what the dominatrixes do. Well, if that's not evil, then I don't know what is. You let me know. Doesn't get any more narcissistic than Sony, does it? This right here is going to make your bank account very happy. Very happy. Your bank account is going to breathe normally. It's going to be very happy, no pressure. And thanks to this man, Phil Spencer, he really has saved. Not only did he save Xbox, but he also saved the gaming community. He really brought the gaming community together. You know, while on the other side, you got nothing but toxic fanboys beating themselves in the chest, and they got nothing to show for it. That's the worst part. You know, these guys are just, justifying everything that their company is doing. It's almost as if they're working for them. Like they're doing some PR, press conferences for them, and they got nothing to show for it, dude. Nothing to show for it. That's the saddest part. They're just beating themselves in the chest. They're just doing this. And they got nothing to show for it. It's pretty pathetic, man. And like my question to them is like, dude, that Sony's not paying your bills. They're not paying your mortgages. They're not paying for your car payments. They're not paying for your credit card debt. They're not paying for any of that. So then why? Why? And I have PlayStation, but I always say to people, why? Why support? Why support a company that doesn't do anything for you? Why? Why would you want to do that? They need to think about, hey, what can we do for Sony fans? What kind of benefits can we give them? And then people talk about, Xbox is putting the games on PC. You know what's funny? The biggest hypocrisy, before I end this video, is all the Sony fanboys criticizing Phil Spencer when he put all those games on the PC. Fast forward, few years later, Sony is doing the same thing. Imagine that hypocrisy. Even Oh No, It's Alex talked about this. Imagine this hypocrisy, bro. The irony and the hypocrisy, dude. They were criticizing this poor guy, Phil Spencer, about why is he putting the games on PC? Well, that means that the Xbox has no exclusives no more. And then, what happened? A few years later, Sony does the same thing. And they're still doing it. They're putting the God of War Ragnarok on the PC this September. Yes, God of War Ragnarok on the PC. The Last of Us on the PC. And The Last of Us Part 2 is going to be on the PC. Returnal on the PC. Uncharted 4, A Thief's End on the PC. Ghost of Tsushima on the PC. Spider-Man, all the Spider-Man on the PC. Detroit Become Human on the PC. Helldivers Concord on the PC. What else am I missing out? Let me see. Days Gone on the PC. Horizon Zero Dawn on the PC. Horizon Zero Dawn Forbidden West on the PC. Should I go on? Should I go on? And don't worry, Gran Turismo 7 will be on the PC. Mark my words. Right? But you're gonna accuse this man. You're gonna say this man is doing you know, bad business for the Xbox. Dude, he's doing probably the best. He's the best thing that has happened to the Xbox. Not only is he the best thing that has happened to the Xbox, but he's also the best thing that has happened to gaming community. So Phil Spencer, congratulations. You did it, man. You did it. What can I say about the ponies? They're going to continue to melt down. You know, they're going to stay in hiatus. They're going to keep hiding in their bunkers and keep melting. Well, keep on melting. It's going to be a very hot summer, though. Keep on melting. What can I tell you? Well, us, the Xbox VIP owners here are going to be enjoying all the accolades included. And we'll save a bunch of money. Here's how I want to end the video. We're going to save truckload of money and enjoy all of these games. We're going to save truckload of money this year, and we're going to enjoy all of these games free of charge. Here, I'll repeat it one more time, just so I can melt my ponies a little bit more. We're going to save a bunch of money, and we're going to play all of these games free of charge. While you guys will have to pay for Doom, yeah, we don't have to pay for Doom. Yeah, Dark Ages Doom, you guys got to pay. We don't. Black Ops 6, you guys got to pay $100 just to play it early on October 18th. We don't have to. Actually, you have to pay a $70, no, $100. You got to pay $100 just to play the beta. Beta! Just to play beta, bro. You got to pay $100 pre-order. We don't have to pay $100 pre-order. We'll play beta immediately as it becomes available this August and whenever. You know why? Because this man, Phil Spencer, it's not forcing you, while the Sony is doing scummy things where they're forcing you. Okay? So, it is what it is, guys. Don't blame me. Don't blame this poor guy. Blame your company for doing scummy things like Shawn Layden. Shawn Layden and Jim Ryan, Herman Halst. All right, guys, that's it, man. You guys are melting too much. I can see it. It's pretty bad. All right, I got to end the video. All right, bye.